Today we are gonna make something absolutely spectacular. We are making cranberry white chocolate oatmeal cookies. Now, these cookies combine the sweet and tart flavor of cranberries with rich white chocolate, and they are loaded with oats. Winter is still here, and this is the perfect cookie for this time of year. I'm Lindsay from My Better Batch. Let's get baking. I love a good oatmeal cookie, especially when it's filled with fruit. And what could make it even better? Chocolate, of course. What are we waiting for? Let's get started. To make these cookies, you'll need 1 cup of unsalted butter, softened, 1 cup of light brown sugar, half a cup of granulated sugar, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 2 eggs, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, 2.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats, 1 cup of sweetened dried cranberries, and 1.5 cups of white chocolate chips. Let's begin by quickly mixing together our dry ingredients. 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of cinnamon, half a teaspoon of salt, and let's give that a quick stir to combine and set that bowl to the side. Now we're ready to cream together the butter and sugars. To the base of my stand mixer with a paddle attachment, we'll add 1 cup of unsalted butter, softened, 1 cup of light brown sugar, and half a cup of granulated sugar. I'm just gonna mix on medium-low speed for about 3 to 4 minutes until these ingredients are well combined. You know the drill. We wanna make sure that there are no visible signs of butter or sugars, and we have a nice, smooth consistency. Once it looks like this, we can go ahead and add our 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract and 2 eggs, and then turn that mixer back on medium-low speed until combined. This will take about 30 seconds or so. The next step is to slowly add our dry ingredients into our wet ingredients, and I typically do this about a third at a time. Mix on medium-low speed until all of these ingredients are fully combined. Now the fun part. To our cookie dough, we're gonna add the stars of the show. 2.5 cups of old-fashioned rolled oats, 1 cup of sweetened dried cranberries, and 1.5 cups of white chocolate chips. Let's go ahead and turn that mixer back on medium-low and allow these ingredients to be incorporated. This will take about 30 seconds or so. It's worth pointing out that we are not skimping on the good stuff. Your cookies are gonna be chock full of white chocolate chips and dried cranberries. Not only will they taste amazing, but they are gonna look really great too. Now that our dough is complete, we are ready to scoop. Today, I am using a 3 tablespoon scoop, which is a pretty big baked cookie. This recipe makes quite a bit of dough. So with your 3 tablespoon scoop, you'll have about 24 cookies. I like to scoop everything at the same time so that I can get working on the cleanup while my first couple pans are in the oven. I'm gonna place 6 3 tablespoon cookie dough balls onto a parchment lined cookie sheet and into a 350-degree oven. They'll go for about 12 to 13 minutes or so. I like a soft, chewy cookie, so I like to keep my eye on them at about the 10-minute mark. And when they lose that shininess on top and the edges are just beginning to brown, that's when I like to pull them out of the oven. So there you have it, cranberry white chocolate oatmeal cookies. They are sweet and a little bit tart from those cranberries. They are studded with decadent white chocolate, and they are chewy from the oats. They are also warm right now, just out of the oven, and so as far as I'm concerned, it is absolute perfection. I'm Lindsay with My Better Batch. If you haven't already hit the subscribe button, make sure you take the time to do so, and be sure to give us a like. Thanks for joining me in the kitchen today. Chocolate. You can't have any, so you need to be quiet. Did you hear him bark at me?